Ranking every single GTA Online property. Well, except for two of them. Two of them are missing from the pictures here at the bottom. We'll add those on at the end. But which properties are good? Which are just okay? And honestly, which are garbage? Let's hop right into this. So you can see we have our categories here. S tier, of course, best. A, like one under. B is like just the okay. It's like, do I need it? No, but it's nice to have. C, kind of bad. And then we have the garbage. Hopefully none of these, I don't know. Some of these actually are kind of garbage, but all right, let's start with the most obvious candidates. S tier. The Submarine, the Kasaka, S tier. Greatest thing Rockstar's ever added to the game. And honestly, partly, of course, because it is a submarine, but this is what allows us to rob Cayo Perico. Just gives you money. Infinite. Plus, bro, our guy Pavel, best NPC they've ever added. Definitely S tier. Probably the best property in the game, bar none. By the way, if you were wondering which properties we were missing, I don't think there is a CEO office in any of these pictures. And then the hangar. Also, if you were wondering why this is a picture of, I think that's Michael's house, right? Because that's certainly not one you can own in GTA Online, but that's the houses. You know what? While we're talking about it, those are garbage. Those are C tier, actually. Anyway, getting back to S tier. Honestly, I'm going to put a 10-car garage as S tier. The OG 10-car garage. Only because it's remarkable how Rockstar has never copied the lighting of this garage. It has the best lighting for any of the garages in the game. And Rockstar they never go back to it. How does that make any sense? Couldn't tell you. I love looking at cars inside of the 10-car garage. That's why it's S tier. We're just going to get some of the other easy ones out the way. Look, weed, that is garbage. I'll explain why in a sec. Money laundering, that business, property, terrible. Document forgery, who even remembered that was still in the game? All of these are garbage because I can't make this up. I'm pretty sure the lowest one of these, which I believe is weed, only pays you what, like $120,000 every like 7 hours, or it's some crazy number like that. That's just absolutely horrendous in today's GTA Online. All of these are bad. The meth one here, this one is B tier. It doesn't really pay that much. It's okay though. Like it's not those three. Of course, the cocaine one, we'll put that at A tier because even though it's still a little lacking in the amount of money, it does pay the most out of all 5 of these. What is these? The biker jobs. So you could consider buying it. I'd consider it A tier, maybe like at the end of A. Some of these other ones though, the Yacht, honestly, I probably have to put it in C tier. I don't think it's garbage because they did just add some new yacht stuff, so it makes it okay. The problem is they're like $6 to $10 million, a lot of money, and you don't really get a whole lot of it. You can't really make money from it. It's a status symbol basically, but everyone owns one. At least most people do. So I'd probably rate it as C. Some other ones, this one. Okay, so this one, the tuner shop. I really like this one. I don't think I'm gonna put it S tier though, simply because I don't think any property with KDJ and Sasanta in it could be S tier. I went in here for the first time in like a couple weeks. The first thing I hear was from Sasanta telling me how she didn't like the way I was doing her job or something. I don't know. Really made me pissed off. That's why it's not S tier. But this is the only other property that has great lighting for vehicles, and obviously that's a big part. You can also customize in here, which is cool, and you can do all the car missions, which are always fun. So definitely A tier, I think, for this one. I guess this person's considering these vehicles properties as well. So if I were to say, honestly, MOC, S tier. Avenger, probably A tier, and then Terabyte, I'd say B tier. Only because the Terabyte doesn't really do a whole lot. I find myself using the MOC if I ever want like a heavy vehicle. The MOC cab, the reason it's S tier, this thing withstands like 68 Oppressor Mark II rockets. It is awesome to just drive and troll people in online. And it's very survivable. Like, you're very rarely will you be blown up. That's why it's S tier. And then the Avenger. The Avenger's always a fun vehicle. If you have a bunch of people to man it, it's very deadly as well. It's armored. Obviously, you can fly. You can actually go like airplane mode, so you're a little bit faster. I think that's why it's A tier. Now the rest of these. Now see, we have some interesting ones. The arena, I'm gonna put that at B. The only reason I ever go into the arena anymore is because it's the only place you can change headlights. If you want your headlights to be a different color, the arena workshop, the only place. That's the only reason why I've ever gone back. You could almost put it at C, but I like changing the headlights, so I'm gonna leave it at B. Let's see, we have the vehicle workshop. This one, probably A. The payout is it's okay nowadays, but you're driving fast vehicles. So I do think this one is for sure an A. Would anyone else, by the way, like a import and export part 2 DLC? I think they tried to do that with the tuners one, but I would really like a import and export part 2. That'd be nice. Anyway, continuing through the list here, the Nightclub, that is a C. I know if you have a bunch of other properties and businesses, you can go to the Nightclub, make passive money, but I just don't like it. It does, however, provide like some decent garage space if you ever need it, and it's okay lighting. Maybe this is on the cusp of B and C. I don't like the missions. I don't like the people inside. I don't like the Nightclub. Now the MC, this to me is borderline S tier for the sole reason that when you buy this property, you get access to an MC and can call bikes instantaneously wherever you are. They did nerf it with the Oppressor Mark II, which has made it a little annoying, but hey, I'm using all my other bikes now. I don't know if I want to put it, does that make it S tier? Maybe like A+. Maybe if it was right here in the middle, I'm gonna leave it S tier. S- tier. The OG apartment. How many people have gone back to this? This probably is C tier, sorry. I just don't think it's that good. The heists aren't that good anymore because you can't play them solo or duo. You have to have 4 people, and that's always a hassle. I swear every time you try and play them, the game always ends up lagging and loading and taking forever. And then it kicks someone. You gotta do all this stuff all over again. It's a mess. I mean, the interior of the apartment was okay, but a lot of these other properties, like you can have a bed in the Kasaka. You could have a bed, I think, even in the new garage. So you don't even need an apartment. Then that brings us to the arcade. The arcade, probably B or C tier. Maybe at the end of, maybe in the middle of B or something like that. Definitely above the meth. The meth is at the end. The only thing this is good for, I mean, I guess if you're into the actual arcade stuff, it's fun. I've never really done much because it just doesn't seem like to be that much fun. It does allow you to do the casino heist, which is very fun. Doesn't give out the greatest of money. Cayo Perico is much better, but it is fun. So a heist is definitely at least B tier. You could maybe A- just for the heist alone, but we'll leave it at B. Then we have gun running. Gun running, I honestly think is an A tier. Number one, simply put, you need the bunker to even have an MOC. So to even have this S tier property, you need this. So it has to be up there. But it does allow you to do some cool stuff. I mean, the missions themselves, getting the bunker material or whatever it's called. This also gets you the Mark II weapons and the Mark II gear. If you want to have an Oppressor Mark II with actual rockets, if you want to have the exploding sniper, you have to have a gun running bunker. And those are all very good items. So definitely putting this one in the A category. Then we have the Penthouse. The Penthouse is okay. The Penthouse, probably a C tier one. I think it helps you with some casino stuff, but I haven't really done much in the casino in forever. So I'm not entirely sure if the Penthouse is even worth it. Maybe like at the end of B, I think maybe, I don't think it's terrible, but there we have that. And then that leaves us with the newest property, the Agency. Am I being too bold saying this is an S tier property? You have Chop, the dog. It's gotta be S tier. Franklin's back. He's always fun. Lamar's up there. The missions are kind of cool. S tier. Doesn't really give a whole lot of like unique things. A lot of the things you can do in here, you can do in a lot of these other properties, but it's the nostalgia. It's the characters. It's nice. So that, yeah, I think this is a good property tier list. So I guess if you're a new player, shoot for the ones in the S tier. Shoot for the Kasaka. I mean, maybe not this one, but the Kasaka, the MOC, which will have you get a gun running bunker. The MC simply for the interaction menu stuff, and then the agency just because it's so much fun. I think that's a good list. I guess in the comments though, you can let me know if you disagree with anything I have here. Wait, I forgot. I even mentioned at the beginning, but I forgot. We have 2 properties not here. The CEO office. Now this, I am gonna put this one probably at the end of A. The CEO office, it gives you access to become a CEO, which again is also like the MC, and that is just so damn good. The missions from there are very fun. That's how you actually get the vehicle warehouse. And I believe there's the other warehouse you can get, which we don't actually have on here. That's another one missing. But the CEO office, definitely an A tier. You could for sure argue though, maybe even S tier. I just think not many people are doing that much CEO stuff now. That's why it's probably dropped. And then the other one we have is the hangar. The hangar is an interesting one. The hangar's missions are really fun because they're aircraft. It's up in the air. Very unique, very different from everything else. It also allows you to store multiple, like 20 plus aircraft, which is fun. The problem is I don't find myself using aircraft that often, which is why I'm probably going to put this in the B, just because I don't find that much value. The only value it has for me at the moment, for the most part at least, is getting me access to Fort Zancudo. I don't get stars when I go there, so that's nice, but definitely not, I don't think, A or S tier. So now we're done with the video. Thank you guys for watching. Please drop a video like if you did enjoy, subscribe for more GTA content, and as always, I'll see you all in the next one.